University students should carefully organize their weekly schedules before beginning major assignments. The lecturer discussed several practical methods for improving academic research skills effectively. Regular exposure to English conversations can gradually improve pronunciation and listening comprehension. Modern universities are increasingly using digital platforms to deliver educational content. Students should carefully compare information before accepting claims from unfamiliar sources. The research team collected valuable information from several communities across the region. Academic success often depends on consistent effort rather than occasional intensive studying. The instructor demonstrated several techniques for presenting information clearly during seminars. Students can improve their vocabulary by reading newspapers and academic articles regularly. The university recently introduced additional resources for students studying environmental sciences. Researchers are investigating how changing lifestyles influence people's daily health habits. The course provides students with opportunities to develop practical workplace communication skills. Many organizations now encourage employees to participate in professional development programs. The speaker described several challenges associated with managing rapidly growing urban populations. Students should carefully evaluate different arguments before forming their own conclusions. Public transportation can reduce traffic congestion and improve mobility within large cities. The workshop introduced useful strategies for preparing effective academic presentations. Researchers continue to examine the relationship between technology and human behavior. Students often gain valuable experience by participating in community-based projects. The department has announced several changes to next semester's academic schedule. Understanding cultural differences can improve communication between people from different backgrounds. The professor recommended several books that provide useful information about modern economics. Students should maintain organized records of their sources throughout the research process. Climate scientists are studying long-term changes in weather patterns around the world. The conference brought together researchers from several universities and research institutions. Good preparation can make difficult academic presentations considerably easier to manage. Students need to develop independent learning habits throughout their university education. The museum exhibition presents artifacts from several important historical periods. Researchers have developed new methods for analyzing large amounts of information. Many businesses are adopting flexible working arrangements to improve employee productivity. The lecturer emphasized the importance of evidence when developing academic arguments. Students can improve their reading speed by practicing with different types of texts. The university regularly organizes events that encourage students to share their ideas. Modern agriculture depends increasingly on technology to improve productivity and efficiency. The research findings provide important information for future environmental planning. Students should review difficult vocabulary before attempting unfamiliar reading passages. Several experts participated in a discussion about sustainable urban development. The library recently expanded its collection of electronic books and research journals. Effective teamwork requires clear communication between all members of a project. The professor explained how statistical information can support research conclusions. Many students find that studying in quiet environments improves their concentration. The government has introduced new measures to encourage renewable energy development. Researchers are examining how social networks influence communication among young people. Students should carefully proofread their work before submitting important academic assignments. The seminar focused on practical solutions for reducing waste in modern communities. Universities often provide career services to help graduates enter professional workplaces. The lecturer compared several historical events to explain their long-term consequences. Students can develop confidence by regularly practicing presentations with classmates. The project requires participants to collect information from multiple reliable sources. Modern technology allows researchers to collaborate across international borders more easily. The professor discussed several factors that influence successful language learning. Students should avoid relying entirely on one source when researching complex topics. The conference included presentations about recent developments in medical technology. Researchers are exploring new approaches to improve access to higher education. Effective note-taking can help students remember important information from lectures. The university encourages students to participate in international exchange programs. Several environmental organizations are working together to protect endangered ecosystems. Students should identify the main argument before analyzing supporting information. The speaker provided practical advice about managing difficult workplace situations. Research institutions require accurate records to maintain the quality of scientific studies. Many cities are developing new transportation systems to accommodate growing populations. The lecturer explained why careful planning is important for successful research projects. Students should gradually increase their reading difficulty to develop stronger comprehension skills. The organization provides training programs designed to improve employee communication abilities. Scientists have discovered evidence that supports several earlier research theories. The university campus has introduced new facilities for collaborative student projects. Students should consider multiple viewpoints when discussing controversial academic subjects. The seminar explored how technological innovation can influence economic development. Researchers must carefully protect information collected from participants during studies. Many graduates continue developing professional skills after completing their university degrees. The professor encouraged students to use examples when explaining complicated ideas. Students can improve their academic vocabulary through regular reading and writing practice. The research investigated how local communities respond to environmental changes. Several companies are investing heavily in technologies that reduce energy consumption. Students should prepare questions before attending important lectures and seminars. The speaker explained the importance of flexibility when working within large organizations. Researchers often collaborate internationally to solve complicated scientific problems. The university provides several opportunities for students to gain practical experience. Students should carefully distinguish between opinions and evidence in academic writing. Modern communication systems allow information to travel across continents within seconds. The lecturer described several historical factors that shaped the development of cities. Students should regularly review previous lessons before beginning new academic topics. Many organizations now recognize the importance of maintaining a positive workplace culture. The research project examines how education influences employment opportunities in rural areas. Students can strengthen their speaking abilities by practicing unfamiliar topics regularly. The university recently launched a program supporting innovation among student entrepreneurs. Researchers are collecting additional evidence to understand the unexpected results. The seminar provided students with useful information about international career opportunities. Effective leaders usually communicate their expectations clearly to team members. Students should carefully manage their workload when several deadlines occur together. The professor explained several differences between traditional and modern teaching methods. Researchers are developing new technologies to improve the efficiency of renewable energy. Students should consider the reliability of information before including it in assignments. The conference attracted professionals interested in sustainable economic development. Many communities are creating public spaces to encourage social interaction. Students can benefit from discussing difficult concepts with experienced instructors. The research team analyzed information collected over several years of observation. Modern workplaces increasingly value employees who can adapt to changing circumstances. The lecturer emphasized that clear organization improves the quality of academic writing. Students should practice summarizing information without changing its original meaning. The university offers specialized courses for students interested in international business. Researchers are studying how different environments affect human decision-making processes. Students should avoid unnecessary repetition when preparing academic presentations. The speaker discussed several strategies for improving productivity in large organizations. Many scientific discoveries result from cooperation between researchers from different disciplines. The library provides students with access to databases containing millions of academic documents. Students should identify important details while listening to lengthy academic discussions. The project team developed a schedule to complete each stage efficiently. Researchers continue searching for affordable solutions to major environmental challenges. Good presentation skills can help students communicate their ideas more confidently. The professor discussed how population growth can affect available natural resources. Students should organize their arguments logically before writing a formal essay. Many businesses use customer feedback to improve their products and services. The research examines several possible explanations for differences between the groups. Students can develop stronger concentration by reducing distractions during study sessions. The university organizes regular workshops covering research methods and academic writing. Scientists are monitoring changes in ocean temperatures across different regions. The lecturer provided several examples to demonstrate effective problem-solving techniques. Students should communicate clearly when working with classmates on shared projects. Modern industries require workers who can learn new technologies quickly. The seminar examined the relationship between education and economic opportunity. Students should carefully interpret graphs before describing the information they contain. The professor explained how historical evidence can change our understanding of events. Researchers are testing new materials that could improve energy efficiency. Many universities encourage students to participate in research during their studies. Students should use appropriate evidence when supporting claims in academic discussions. The organization recently expanded its training program for newly recruited employees. Environmental researchers are investigating ways to protect natural habitats from development. The lecturer emphasized the importance of accuracy when recording research information. Students can improve their confidence by practicing responses under realistic conditions. The university plans to expand several facilities to accommodate increasing enrollment. Researchers have identified several factors that may influence long-term economic growth. Students should carefully manage digital files containing important academic information. The presentation explained how small businesses contribute to local economic development. Many researchers believe international cooperation is necessary for addressing global challenges. Students should compare different sources before making decisions about research findings. The professor encouraged students to remain curious and continue learning independently. Modern workplaces often require employees to communicate effectively with international colleagues. The seminar concluded with a discussion about future opportunities in technology. Students should maintain consistent study routines throughout their academic programs. The research team presented its findings during an international academic conference. Students can improve their listening abilities by paying attention to key information. The lecturer explained how economic policies can influence consumer behavior. Several universities are developing programs focused on sustainable development and innovation. Students should carefully follow research procedures to ensure reliable results. The speaker described how communities can prepare for unexpected environmental challenges. Researchers are examining new approaches to improve educational outcomes for students. Effective collaboration depends on mutual respect and clear communication among participants. The professor reminded students that regular practice is essential for improvement. Students should review their mistakes and learn from them before future assessments.